Hello everyone and welcome back to Chapter 3, Voiceless and Voiced Consonants. Here on page 20, we're looking at initial. Initial meaning the beginning or the start of a word. Initial, voiceless, and voiced consonants. So these are consonants at the very beginning of the word, at the start, and we're distinguishing that vibration, right? The vibration that exists with voiced consonants but does not exist with voiceless consonants. So if you listen to these two pairs, you can see all of these have initial consonants, consonants at the very beginning, consonant sounds at the very beginning. What's the difference between these? Have a listen. CD1, track 22.
Initial voiceless and voiced consonants. Page 20. Path, bath, time, dime, came, game, few, view.
Now again, we're only focused on those initial consonant sounds. P, p, path, b, b, bath. T, t, time, d, d, dime. K, k, came, g, g, game. F, f, few, v, v, view. Same speech pathway, same positioning of all the elements of the speech pathway. The difference is vibration with the voiced. So, our first rule for chapter 3, you may want to take these down in your notes. If you have a notebook, this would be good to take down in your notes. At the beginning of words, beginning, initial part of words, is it voiced or voiceless consonants that are pronounced with escaping air called aspiration? Which one of these two initial consonant sounds, voiceless or voiced, has the sound of escaping air, aspiration? P, p, path, p, p, path, or b, b, bath? You can always, as it shows at the bottom here, if you want to check, when you practice aspiration, the escaping of air, with voiceless consonant sounds at the beginning of words, you could use a piece of paper or you could use a tissue, something very soft, and the tissue or paper should move with the puff of air, the aspiration that's used with these voiceless consonant sounds. Have a listen. Right? But if I do B sound, which is voiced, b, 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 b. Back to P sound. P, 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 p. Interesting how that works. We call that what? We call that aspiration. And aspiration goes with voiceless consonant sounds. It's used to create, instead of having vibration, we have aspiration. Vibration with voiced consonant sounds, aspiration with voiceless consonant sounds. Aspiration is that, the sound of escaping air. And you can practice that with a tissue or a piece of paper. Practice it now with exercise 3. For exercise 3, you're going to hear two sets of words. If the words sound different from one another, the initial consonant sound you think is different, you hear aspiration for one and not the other. Or you hear voicing, vibration for the one and not the other, where you're going to put D for different. Okay, different words, D, different. If the words are the same, then you're going to put S, right? If you don't hear a difference between those initial consonant sounds, put S for same.